All right, we're back to working on the DFS project. Let me check the sound really quick, make sure that's okay. Yeah, sound's working. Cool. So I moved over hopefully all the code I need for working on this, and I moved it over from the server onto my computer, and I'm running it locally now. And it's working. So it's generating the lineups. These are the IDs of the players. That's good. That loading never goes away, but that's not a problem. And so one thing I did want to test before I get into this though, just want to mention one thing. So on the list after the stock scanner, I had planned to work on the asteroids clone. I ended up replacing that with this music source separation. Um, I'm having some trouble with the video. I'm not sure that video is going to go through, which is fine because it was a lot of me having some technical difficulties with installing some libraries. So um, I will go over kind of what I did on this next time I work on it. Hopefully. That's why I put review last. There. I ended up not using fast ICA, and I think I'll talk a little bit about that next time. I think I'm planning, like, these are the main three projects I want to work on, so I'm planning probably to just rotate these and then fit these two in when I feel like working on them in between or at the end of the rotation. But another thing I noticed too is like if I go too long between working on something, it kind of takes extra time to get familiar with it again. So I think having three in the rotation and then mix in one here and there, either that one or that one, would probably be a better idea. So, anyways, that's the plan. First thing I want to look at for this plan today is to kind of take this little demo phase of the lineup generation, mix it or combine it with the Svelte project with the table I had. I made one change to that off stream, if I remember correctly. I'll go over that. Not a big deal. Uh, but before I get into any of that, this was the last thing I think I talked about for this project, which was stopping the lineup building while it's running. So I just wanted to really quickly see if this works. Bring that stop button back in and see if it works as I'm expecting it to. I think I can get rid of this and this for now. And yeah, this is showing an error because it's not allowed outside of async function. I think I went over this, but that is fixed when you call run Python async. It'll still work fine. All right, so what are we doing here? So it's generating, oh yeah, so I want to do, let's do 20, so I could easily have it run and then stop. Um, and we can see it stopping. Okay. So how does this work? Does it create a new worker every time? I don't remember. Um, LP worker, app.js. So hold on, PyWorker. Oh, I was looking at PyWorker. I'll look at that. No, it doesn't create a new one every time. It just uses the same one, I guess, or the same reference. Okay, so let's see. Let's add a handler to that button. Stop button. Do I have anything for the other button? Oh, I already have the stop button. Do I have any more code here? Okay, so add event listener. Click async function. Why do I have this as an async function? I'm not sure. Let's remove that. There's got to be a good reason for that, no? Post message. I don't think either one of these need to be an async function. Okay. Stop button. That, I need to get rid of that. It's not going to do that anymore. That was something I might end up having to do, but that was the interrupt thing, set interrupt buffer that we looked at last time. All right, back to this. So we just need worker, pi worker initialized, pi worker dot terminate. Before I do that, I actually just want to see if okay, that's running and does it. Okay, log stop button, but it doesn't do anything. Okay, cool. All right, let's see if this works. That'd be pretty cool. Also, should it terminate the other one? Or does that matter? I don't know. Let's just see what happens with this for now. Okay, it's running. Stop. Nice. It just stops. Cool. And then can I run it again? Is the test. Not ready. Is that something that I'm not ready. Fireworker initialized. So what is this? Actually, I'll look at all three of these. Yeah, let's see what's up here. So you run it. Okay, and then stop. It stops. Or did it stop? Yeah, it did one more, I guess. Something. Okay. True, true, false. Okay. That makes sense. So it's this that's stopping it. I don't know if it's processing request. Right, so that's okay. So is that, yeah, that's a global flag. So let's also, I wonder what kind of thing this is. What kind of method? Let's see what it returns. Processing request equals false. Not a great pattern, probably, that we had this flag that we're modifying everywhere. I'm sure there's a much better way to do that, but it kind of works for now, at least. Okay, stop. Does one more. And then clear. Run again. Does it work? No. Not ready is false still. Let me refresh this just to double check. Empty the cache. Still false. Oh, that was logging out undefined, by the way. So that's doesn't really matter. Processing request equals false. I mean, does it never set that? I don't understand how that's not getting set. This is happening, clearly. Let's see if we get there. Like, does it just stop that function? No, it gets there. Oh, I know what it is. Kind of what I was talking about before. This is being set here. Yeah. Well, it gets set once. Hold on, does it get set anywhere else? It's set there. False. True. So this only happens when you click run. In there. Hmm. I actually don't know what's happening right there. I'll have to come back to that. It does stop it. One thing I could do right now, I guess for now, just to see if it will restart, is comment these out, I think. I'll leave that, it's fine. Run. It's not ready. Okay, now it is. If we stop it, clear this. Let's see if this runs again. I hope it does. It does not. Interesting. Hmm. It doesn't do anything, huh? Alright, let's go back to app. Do some logging. Run. Clicked. iWorker post message. Message posted. And then on PyWorker on message. See what happens there. I mean, maybe once you terminate it, you need to reset it somehow or create a new one. I don't know. Okay, it's getting the messages. Stop. Okay. PyWorker message posted. Yeah, it's not receiving the messages at all. Part of that actually could also be I need to stop the other worker because that I think is still running. Yeah, maybe I'm not sure. Let's try both. Um, LP worker. See what that does. Hey, Schoolie, how you doing? How's uh how's class going? Okay, that's running. Stop. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. I wonder if they don't even exist anymore. High worker. I guess if they didn't exist, let's just log out like what this is. Like, is there some stopped state or something? Pretty good working on a personal project to get better at JS. Nice, dude. What is it? What's the project? All right, stop. Let's log out. Rock, paper, scissors. Cool. On air, null. All right. I don't. I mean, it's still there. Hmm. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. It doesn't say anything as far as I can tell. The following code, creation of a worker object, which is then immediately terminated. It doesn't say what that means exactly. Um, nice. Interface and all. Awesome, dude. That sounds pretty cool. How far along are you? Um, run worker after worker terminate JavaScript. Oh, terminate also aborts workers associated global environment. I did see that somewhere. Where did I see that? Thought I read that somewhere. Maybe I read it here? Oh yeah, aborts workers associated global environment. Which I assume would nullify all its event listeners, meaning it won't respond. When you terminate a worker, I don't think you can make use of it anymore. Hmm. Using web workers. Let me look at this. I think this might have some more information. But I don't know. I mean, one solution for sure is to just reinitialize it. So we can do this. So worker terminate, and then worker, I think this will work. What was it? Network. All right. So that's worker initialized. The only problem with that is, again, I have to do this thing. I'm not liking this. How I have this set up, but let's go with it for now. Uh, I'm surprised you would have to do that. I have a feeling you don't have to do that. There's something I'm missing, but I do want to see if this works. So you terminate them, you set these flags to false. I'm not going to worry about this one for now. And then you create new instances and assign them to the same variable. All right, let's see what happens. So I'm expecting to get like not ready if I do it right away. Again, I mean, assignment to a constant variable. App.js 90. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's move these down here. Let's try this. It's running. Stop. Okay. Oh, right. Well, that should actually work. Why are those still false? Oh, you have to set this up again. Yeah, this does not seem right at all. Maybe all I have to do is that on message again instead of recreate it. I'm gonna extract these to their own functions. So function handle LP worker message. Or should I just say on? On LP worker message, on LP worker message. And this one, I'll say function on worker message. Oh, yeah, paste. On worker message. Worker message. And maybe all I have to do is Reset those. Get rid of this. So you terminate, set those to false, reset those. And then I can get rid of that, I guess. Let's see what that does. Up and run. Hmm. Wow, okay. I mean, they don't, unless I'm missing something, they don't make it clear that it's basically makes them unusable, if that's what's happening. Like, as far as I can tell, too, they don't even have global environment. I don't have that in here. Hmm. Do they have that in here? No. I don't know. Let's read a little bit more and then move on. Oh, what is worker close? I think it does similar thing. You have to, I mean, I can see one difference is you use close from within inside the worker. Hmm. Using terminate kills the web worker for good. Meanwhile, closing it allowed me to reopen. Really? Okay. I think I just found the answer I'm looking for. Worker. Um, where's close? Post message. What? I guess that dedicated global worker. Guards any task effectively closing this particular scope. Okay. I guess the problem with terminating the worker is maybe I just need to terminate the LP one. Is that the only one that's actually doing anything? Let me think about this. No, I think it's actually the Python one that I need to close or stop. So the Python one is actually the one calling the other one each time, pretty much. Hmm. I just find it hard to believe that I need to create a new worker. And then, according to this, I can reopen it. I wish he had an example here, because I don't see anything about reopening. Okay, sounds good, Schoolie. Close. Oh, okay. After terminate is issued, the web worker is destroyed immediately without any chance of completing any ongoing or pending operations. Okay. Based on this too, I think close is what I want. Because I do want it to finish. Actually, no, I don't want it to finish when it's running. Never mind. I just want to stop it right there, yeah. So close is probably not what I'm looking for. That's weird. Okay. Well, as far as I can tell, you have to create a new one. If I find out differently, I will do that. So we'll stick with terminate. Um, so terminate both of them. I think that's fine. I think this one's easy to reinitialize anyways, and it will prevent any weird issues of somehow it's still running. I try to call it again through the process that PyWorker does. Okay, so let's kind of get this working and then move the code over to the other project. I might look into this again if I can't, if it's really slow to create a new worker, then I might look into the interrupt, keyboard interrupt or whatever they call it. One worker message. I can kind of go back to what I had before. Oh no, I need to, never mind. Yeah, I need to reset these up anyways. All right. So I do have that code. That's good. I do need to recreate them here. Does worker destroy a thing? Destroying web workers. So they say reuse is necessary, but I don't see how to do that. I think I already looked at this. Yeah. Hmm. All right. It's fine. Let's just recreate them. Okay, so when you click stop, and make sure they're initialized, it terminates them. It says they're no longer initialized. And then it recreates them. And then it sets their handlers on message handlers. And I think that should be it. Um, is that right? Init complete. Hmm. So should we see, let me see something. So console.log, hi init complete. Okay, so we see it initially. Let's run. Okay, it's running. Let's stop it. Then we see it again, and it runs again. Okay, stop it. It's not too bad. Like you click stop, it takes like a second. I mean, at least on my computer. And I don't have that great of a computer. You run it again, and it works. All right. It's something anyways. Kind of works. Processing request. Okay, so we do need to reset that. So it actually, that should be set immediately. Not that the timing matters, but, or the order matters, but because when you stop, it's no longer processing a request. Actually, I'll do that after terminate. Okay. And stopping. So let's see, processing request is true. What else? Processing request is false. What is this lineups data? I guess that happens when the whole thing is done. Yeah, that's what this was for. I'll bring that back in. Not that part. Okay, it's running. Obviously, this isn't syncing up, but that's fine. Stop. Recreates. Init complete. Run again. Still working. Stop. Cool. All right. That is done, sort of. Keep that in mind, though. There might be a better way to do that. Might be a better way, either through the interrupt thing, or maybe I'm missing something with the terminating the workers and you don't need to recreate them. But we'll see. Okay. Next thing. Well, I need to get this code in the Svelte, get it all together. The other thing too that I was thinking, um, I'll probably want to do some like filtering on these tables, on the table, the main table. Maybe there'll be multiple tables, but there's one main table. Probably want to do filtering, sorting, hiding columns, stuff like that. And I could implement that all myself. I'd rather not. So two things I was looking at. Just using a library like this one here for a table. They do have a Svelte adapter that I can use, or that we can use. It looks like the Svelte has less options, but this says examples, so I don't know if it has less options or just they don't have as many examples, but it still does all of the same things, or most of them that are listed in the React examples. The features are listed here. The main ones I'm concerned with is sizing. Just that alone, the sizing, makes me want to just use this. Because visibility, I could probably do not too difficult. For that, I was thinking maybe just set a display none. I had that highlighted. A display none, basically, for that. Instead of actually removing the elements, they just wouldn't be showing. I think that would be the best way to do that. For the filters, I mean, that's just some logic in JavaScript. Sorting, same thing. Grouping, I don't really care about, I don't think. Pagination, don't really care about that. Row selection, don't think I care about that, but I'm not sure. Yeah, mostly column ordering, column sizing, column visibility, filters, and sorting. If it has those features, we're good to go. Svelte again only shows ordering, visibility, sorting. So it doesn't have the filtering or the whatever the other one was. Another thing I was thinking about doing, and I think it might be too slow, but I was thinking about doing all of these things in sending the data over to Python, having pandas do all of those things because it has a nice API to do all the filtering and sorting and all that. But I think that might be slow. I know I talked before about like accessing that memory directly from JavaScript and like use the pandas data frame as like the data and accessing the underlying, I guess it's a NumPy ND array in JavaScript to populate the table, but I looked into that. I don't think that's easily done. Anyways, I think I might just test out this library here and see how it goes. What was that? There was one other thing I was looking at too. Sure, there's a few of these, but this is one library that kind of like pandas JavaScript, so that's one option to do some of the sorting. So there's other libraries that'll help me too with that kind of stuff if I don't want to do it myself. I think for the UI, I was looking into a couple things, Flowbyte and Daisy UI. They both use Tailwind. I think to make things simple, I'll just use Daisy UI and link these CSS files. I can close that, and I will save this one. All right. First step though, let's bring this code over and incorporate it with the other stuff. Style, I don't care about that. I need these. LP worker. What's data? I don't need data either because I'm going to be uploading a CSV. So lib is the wheels to be loaded in by Pyodide. Okay, so I need all of this except index and map. I'm not sure where that code's going to go. Let's copy all this over into DFS Svelte. Let's make a new folder for now and then move stuff out of it. Paste. Remove. Okay. Open this one up. I forgot what this even looks like. npm run dev, I think. Okay, cool. Oh, did I already add Daisy UI? I think I already added that. Let me see. Yeah, I already added that. Okay, so it did just by default make things look a little bit cleaner, kind of. Um, Documents. No, not here. Desktop, projects, DFS Svelte. Don't I have data? Oh, wait, documents or desktop. Oh, yeah, PK. Okay. So yeah, that loads in. So, oh, that's one of the things I did. I did styling on the table a little bit. Where did I do that? That was in source, components, table. I thought I added some sort of styling there. I don't remember what it was. Oh, I know what it was. Right, I did through the classes. I did table, compact. I think that was the only thing, and W full, which I don't remember what that is, but there's one thing. These are now editable, so if you click edit, you don't even see it change, but um, I have no unedit, it's just edit, so you can't. Are these editable? So this is an editable. Oh, it does toggle actually, okay. So you click edit, it's not clear, but I'll have to figure out how to make that more clear. Yeah, these are just input boxes that are read-only, and if you edit, it makes them not read-only. Then you can add. So that's one thing I did. I don't remember if I showed that last time. I just had a set editable indexes. Editable indexes is the column index of the table, which might get a little tricky if I'm hiding or showing rows, but maybe not. So if editable indexes has the index, then delete it. So this is the how it toggles. Basically, if it already has that, it deletes it from the set. Otherwise, it adds it to the set. And then right here, I think maybe this was where I was having trouble. In Svelte, to actually update the state, you need to assign the variable again. That's how it knows to update. Let's see. No data. Okay. Cool. Alright, so let's take some of the code in new folder and move it out. So lib. So we'll call this lib Python, I guess. So move these over here. And delete this. App.js. So this was some testing code, basically. Let me see, did I copy that over or did I let me see, site. Yeah, I copied it, right? Yeah, right. And I'll leave those there for now. But I'm gonna clean some of this up, make it easier to read. Probably not gonna do that. I already did this, basically. Might want to look back into that. I'll leave it there. I think if I just do text, I'm fine. For strings, I don't need to worry about this. Post message, let's get rid of that. That I'll look into later. I'll leave the note there. Not going to deal with the interrupt buffer. Get rid of these. Okay. Alright, that's cleaned up. LP worker. I'm not gonna look into that right now. I'm happy with how it's working currently. Get rid of this stuff. Okay, and I think because you could have it stop ahead of time, I actually don't think I want to like create an array or a list in Python and then send it to JavaScript at once. I want it like every time it creates a lineup, I want it to basically, how is that going to work? I'm not sure, but every time a lineup's created, I want JavaScript to have access to it and add it to its own array. And that, therefore, if this thread gets terminated, then it will, that, I mean, that data will still exist in the JavaScript. I'll have to think about how that works. Minimum, WASM, I don't need to deal with. Leave that note there. Leave that there. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Comment that out. Get rid of that. And leave that there for now as an example. Okay. All right. So what do I definitely need over there? Main.py. So let's think about this for a minute. So you add a button somewhere. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is like number of lineups. It's not even showing up unless you hover. Anyways, I need a button up here. I can just put it over here for now. That will optimize. It'll take the data that's currently in the table. And I guess, I'm not sure how this is going to work. So if the user can edit the table, I think I just have to pull. Let me see. Is that too bad? That's not too bad, right? It's not that slow. There should be maybe some sort of loading thing there. But, so if the user can edit the table, how is that going to work? How is that going to work exactly? I need to pull all the information from the table and send it over to the optimizer. Hmm. I mean, two ways to do that, I guess. I could actually just convert the table into JSON, like the actual HTML, parse it and convert that to JSON. It doesn't seem great, but maybe it's not that bad. Another way is to every time you make an edit to the table, it's updating some sort of data backing, like JSON or a JavaScript object. Maybe if I just use Svelte table, or not Svelte, yeah, Svelte table. They have, where is that? Isn't there a thing for editable? Editable data. Or maybe if I just use this, it will work. Not sure. I want to see how they're doing this. I want to see if they're using input elements as well. I'm sure they are, right? Yeah, input value. uh, hmm. So that changes that. Okay, interesting. See, I think they're doing what I was saying. When you edit, it is an input element, and then um and it's just editing, it's updating the state or the JavaScript object that handles the table data, is keeping the table data. Okay, interesting. All right, anyways, let's go back to this. So on change handle files. All right, so how do I organize this? So I have Python code, the main py. I guess I could throw. It's not a big deal no matter where I put this stuff. I just want to have a good organization here. Lib, let's say lib Python. How about source? New file, new folder, Python, I guess. Throw that in there. And then lib, we'll call this optimizer. This will be in minimum. Minimum will be in there. Minimum JS will be in there. Um, I guess we could call another folder workers. Throw these in there. And then app. This is. So I don't need these. These are referring to the old, or the other index HTML. Let's just scroll through this. So I need this, I need that. That's main. That might be different, but I'll bring it along. Okay. I guess I could throw this in workers main, whatever you want to call that, driver main something. Hmm. Not that happy with the organization, but it's okay. Delete this. Delete the folder. Maybe it's better to organize by what the things do than what they are. Not sure. Components. So the main code for the optimize, let's just throw that here. Let's get rid of this. This will be number of lineups. Alright, so the main code for this will be let's say button for now. Optimize. Then on click equals handle optimize. Right? Let's make sure that's working. Okay, everything's working there. So when you click this, it will grab the data from the table and data, CSV with header data, table data. Okay. Let's say console.log data. So this should be undefined right now, right? Right. Okay. So if data, if data dot length. How did I do that over here? Dot rows. I'll optimize. And then otherwise, um, actually I like what I had before. Oops. Return. Otherwise, that one. Alright, let's try that. So nothing's happening. I load the data, click it, handle optimize. Okay. That's somewhat good. Um, optimize is going to what is all this stuff? Optimize is basically going to run this code. What is this? Cannot redeclare. tsconfig. How do I ignore? Exclude? Exclude. We're gonna exclude. What's up with the right? There we go. We're gonna exclude workers. Care about that. I'm never gonna touch that. Yeah, workers. This will be source. See if that is good now. Yeah. What, is there something wrong here? Cannot write because it would overwrite input file. What? Oh, maybe I could just set this to false. Still doing this, huh? Hmm. Check.js false, allow.js true. Do I need to restart this? Let me close this, reopen it. Probably won't fix it, but sometimes it does. I think it did, actually. Okay. I don't know if I need this. I mean, I think this check.js handles that, but everything's still working. And I am gonna mess with these styles. I mean, this is all I did for the styling really was just add Daisy UI. I haven't customized them at all because I don't like obviously this button, how it's you can barely see that it's the actual button, or you can barely see the background of it. Okay, so everything seems to be good now. This is not complaining. These things are fine. Oh, this is back to complaining. Never mind. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, you know what? I know why. It's looking in here. I said I didn't care about that, but let's actually go source, lib, optimizer. How about that? We good now? I think so. Let me try it again. So if I go back here, and then I go back here, everything's good. Nice. Alright. Okay, where are we? Alright, handle optimize. So if there's data, it's gonna run, and it's gonna call workers. It's gonna call main, I guess. Yeah. So I actually want this main to start running right away, or init. I gotta do some cleanup on this. So add event listener, we're gonna remove these. Actually, you know what? I'll just name the functions to be um, optimize, start, optimize, and this will be stop, optimize. Pull these functions out for now. Okay, so these are just function definitions. Those are fine on their own. This one needs to be async because of this. This one does not need to be async, so we're good there. I like the idea of main setting everything up. I think I want this inside of a function. Init workers, something like that. Function, so it'll do all that. Maybe not init worker. Yeah, init workers, that's fine. And then I won't have to do this here. I do want a global reference to this though. So we'll say, I guess, equals null. Equals null. Solution resolve. Processing request. Okay. Yeah, these could be, I think, not global. They could be inside something else, I guess. Inside of a function, but we'll leave that for now. Alright, so stop optimize init workers. That's the first thing we want to call init workers. Main I don't want to call right away. This hmm. This is like init. Is there anything else? Stop optimize init workers. Let me move that above. I also don't need, so init workers does these two things. So I can remove this. On-py worker message, on-op worker message. Okay. It's looking a little bit cleaner. I like that. Let's remove some of these logs for now. Probably add them back, but maybe not. Alright, so main just sets up the code. That definitely can happen immediately. We'll just call this init, I guess. So init's gonna do this. Wait a second, why is... I guess I'll make that global. I think that's fine. Let Python code equals null. Let's throw that. Python code. So we'll call init initially, and init will call init workers after it loads the Python code. Do I need anything for worker message? Where is the Python code used? Python code. I really only want to load that once. It's so fast, I don't think it matters really. Is that an async function that's calling that? Hmm. Only one thing calling that. I could actually just have this in the Python, in the worker itself, because it's just sending it. It's just sending it to that. Run Python code. I kind of do like how it is, because I think I might want to have it, where I could send some other code to it. Let me think about this. What does my Python code look like right now? Hmm. I guess I'm okay with it for now. Yeah, I'm okay with it being global, I guess for now. Alright, so init run that sets the Python code. It's init's a workers, which sets all these. And then yeah, everything else should be set up unless I'm missing something. Okay. Start optimize, post the message. So that's what I need to call right now, is start optimize. So can we export? Can we just export that? And export this. Async function init. Actually, I want to see if this is like running. So that code is not running. Hmm. Okay. Main.js workers. I'm surprised that actually doesn't run. Let's see this console log main.js workers. Maybe it's also this ignore thing or this exclude. It's not part of the bundle, maybe? Let me remove this, see what happens. No, that just doesn't run. See what that does. It's not running. Okay. I really thought that would run. Let me look that up. Initialization code Svelte. Yes. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. I think it has something to do with my setup for sure. I just don't know what it is. One thing I am interested to see is if I can import stuff. So let me try. Maybe if I import it, then it'll run. Let's see. Import a couple things from was it workers? I think that's actually the issue. I haven't imported it. What are the things I need to import? Start optimize, stop optimize. What's the problem here? All imports and declaration are unused. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so maybe now. Oh, and it finished. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. 404 not found. Okay, we'll fix that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Reload. Main.js. Main.py 404 not found. Worker not found. Yeah, because the organization is different. So This is gonna be, actually that should be working. Is that one that's airing out? Main file not found. So that's definitely somewhere else. So let's go. Where is that? One back, Python. I should just throw this in there. I'm gonna throw that in workers. And then I could revert what I just had. Cool. Let's see what we get now. Main pie not found. LP worker. What's going on? This is being called, right? Why do I have two long? Oh, that was from before. Yeah, it's being called. Huh. Mm. Oh. Wait a second. No, that doesn't matter. Huh. Maybe that needs to be dot slash. Wait, does I have? Oh, maybe they all need to be dot slash. Is that gonna fix anything? Oh, dang, that didn't fix anything. It's like loading it from the root, I guess. Okay, so maybe I just need to go source source workers main pie. There we go. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it took me so long to figure out. Alright. Source workers. Same here. There we go. I think. Fail to execute on worker. Alright, yeah, I think we're having a similar issue with all of this other stuff. So let's do that. Pie worker. Yeah. I wonder if I could just do that. What was the other issue? Import scripts. No, not that one. It's this one. Minimum JS. Where did I put that? Lib. I could just put all this together. There's no reason to have it separate. Yeah. Probably need to rename that anyways from minimum to something else, but okay. Let's see what we have now. Source lib. Put in lib Python. I actually do like that. Uh, you know what? I'm gonna throw this all in here. Even these. I changed my mind. Might reorganize that, but for now, that's how I'm gonna do it. And save this lib for I don't know, like front end, or I guess like UI stuff for now. Okay, is it still complaining? I don't know. Can I bring this back now? I don't still have this folder. Let's try this again. Okay, source lib pulp. So it's just dot slash dot slash, I think, maybe. Are we good? Finally? What does optimize do? Anything? Nothing for him. Alright. Got rid of a bunch of errors at least. Yeah, I guess workers, what I could do is to organize this is like put the lib in there and then throw these in there, throw that in there, something like that. But I'll leave them all in the same folder for now. Alright, export function start optimize. So let's see if I add an on click here. See what happens. Not ready. Okay. Mm, I need a break. How long have I been going? I'll go a little bit longer. Oh, I never did the init complete. Let's do this. I guess I'll just add this in for now. Um, fetch data fd nba. So let's just do folder data and throw that in there. Just to make it easy to test for now. Paste. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna make it easier to test as well. I'm gonna get rid of this. Let's refresh. Cool. Loading status is not defined. Is that a thing? What's loading status? Oh, right. Let's leave that there. Cool thing is, it didn't say not ready, so it did get to this part. Alright, let's see. Incorrect CSV format. That's true. I knew that would happen. Um, so in here, let's see what we get here. Actually, yeah, that's fine. So yeah, we're getting back that. That's not good. CSV, they're just probably not pointing to the right folder. Okay, so data, so from within PyWorker, I want to go back, and then there should hopefully be good. There we go. All right, let's try it out, and I think I'll stop there. I mean, it's not great, but I did make some progress at least. I just need a break, walk around, and do some other stuff. All right, cool. Got it kind of working. I'm gonna stop there. We did refactor some code too, I think in a good way. Kind of figured out how this setup can work. I guess one other thing I could do is I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. So workers, let's say lib in here. Move this in here. Move the wasm in there as well. Move minimum JS in there as well. And anything else? I should actually just take this out of the include part. Nah, I'll leave it. It's fine. Okay, stop optimize. Let's remove that for now so it doesn't complain. And make sure this still works. So LP worker main.py. Does that go in lib or no? For now, I think I'll leave it there. Okay, and then what did I need to mess with? Minimum JS is still together with these. That should be fine. Uh, where was it? Was it main? Yeah, it's main. Or not main. The workers themselves, I think. No, not the workers. It is main. Where is that? Oh, right. It's PyWorker. Here it is. Okay. This is going to be stat/lib again. Back to lib. Let's make sure it's still working. Let's do a empty cache. Failed to execute import scripts. OP worker. Really? Hmm. But it works if I have it in the same folder, huh? Interesting. So if I go back to this, and I move these back. Oh, that might have to do with, oh, no, that's something else, I think. Alright. Yeah, that's something else. That is in here, I think. I hope. No. Runtime error, WebAssembly instantiate. Alright. I'm gonna undo everything I just did and figure that out later and move these back in here. I'll think about that, how to work with that, you know. It's kind of done right now, so I don't want to think about it. And it's not a big deal if they're all in the same folder, but I just kind of want to organize them a little bit. But hey, if it's that much of a big deal, then I'll just leave it. I'll look at it later. All right, cool. So it's optimizing, it's working. When I click on a button on the Svelte component, that's a good start. Need it to stop as well, but we can work with that. And I needed to actually optimize on the data in the table, not just some test data. That will probably be the next step for now. So let me actually comment that part out. So it should not work right now. Should get an error because the file's not there. All right, we'll stop there. I'm gonna mark this as test data so it's clear. Cool. All right, well, I think I'll be back on later, work on this more. Um, but yeah, thanks for watching and see you next time.